G'day everyone, it is the Captain. Welcome back to the channel. Big thank you of course to each and every one of you that like and subscribe to these videos and you share them with your mates, your pals, your buddies, your birthing partners, that person down at the club that you wanted to impress that night and you walked over to them and said, hey, don't want a big night myself, but kind of watch these videos on the internet. Would you like to see them? And I got you laid that night, so that's fantastic. So thanks for sharing all that with all your friends and stuff. Anyway, look, today we're back in Australia. We are looking at a subaltern who was actually a fairly well-known offender. He's been stopped for a random breath test, but he and this copper, as you find, have a little bit of history with one another, because it's not the first time this Mr. Policeman's ever caught this gentleman doing the wrong thing, as we learn as this video progresses. So let's jump straight into it.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
What's your name?
Lucas.
Oh, you're from out the back there.
Yeah, you know me. Is that why you pulled me over? You saw me pull out of the...
Of course not.
You're driving that way, and I'll pull out of that road, and you
Lucas,
just stop me for no
Do
reason.
you have your licence there, please?
What have you stopped me for?
Your routine licence check and a routine
No, mate.
PPT.
I don't think so.
Have you got your licence?
This is
there?
harassment.
Have you got your licence?
We've got
please?
caught in about, what, 6 weeks? For the firearms thing, that you took me firearms for no
Yeah, that's the
reason.
firearms registry.
And now you're driving that way, you saw me pull out of that road,
Can we
and you've
stop for a
turned
minute?
around. No, I'm sorry, and
I
you've
want you to
turned
do this
around.
first.
I'm not doing anything for you, mate. You pulled me over for no reason.
Have you got your licence there, please?
So Monkey Jerking Jim over here has recognised the copper because they've had a run-in before. The copper had no idea who he was. He actually had to clarify, like, oh, hang on, you're from over there. And then this, bright spark has gone off his rocker. So he's already facing firearm offences. And in Australia, it's quite difficult to get your hands on firearms, let alone a firearms licence. So he has done something quite significant to have his firearms taken away from him and his licence suspended. So if you're already facing charges or an offence in court for that, wouldn't you be doing everything in your power to be a good boy until you see, the judge?
No.
Do you have a licence?
Yes, I have a licence.
Okay, so I'll get your...
Mate, I'm not doing commerce. Are you working for the Commonwealth right now? Are you a Commonwealth officer right now?
I'm a Victoria police officer.
So you're not a Commonwealth officer? Is that what you're telling me?
I've found you driving. I require you to furnish
It's
a
not.
sample
Is
of breath
it
on
unlawful?
this prescribed
Is it
device.
unlawful to drive?
One long blow, please.
Is it unlawful to drive?
No, one long blow, please.
Then why did you stop me?
For a routine...
No, this is
license
harassment,
check.
Paul Goody.
Are you going to do this?
This is harassment.
Can
You
we
are
stop?
harassing me. You were driving that way.
Can we stop?
I want to be calm with you people, but you were driving that way. You've turned around because you saw me pull out of that road. As I pulled out, and then you've come back to harass me, to pull me over to do this, whatever you want to
For a
do.
routine PBT.
There's
One
no
long-
such thing, mate. You've got no probable cause to pull me over in the first place.
I do.
Oh, knob jockey, it's no secret that RBTs exist. The random breath tests exist. They've been in existence for a very, very, very long time. Like, it's not like they surprised you with it. It's not like you woke up this morning and they went, oh, we probably should just start randomly pulling people over. No, there was a whole bunch of things that led up to it. So it's not a secret. I mean, you are so dumb that even your dog couldn't teach you any tricks. You fucking loony.
You're driving a motor vehicle, you're on a highway. One long blow,
I'm
please.
travelling, mate, in my private property, right?
No, you're on the highway. One long blow, please.
What's a highway? It's a public road.
One long blow,
You've got
please.
no right to stop me at all.
Are you going to do this?
All right? You've got no right to stop me at all.
Are you going
At
to?
all.
Are you going to
What
do
is
this?
your probable cause for pulling me over, Mr. Goody?
For a routine license check
Doesn't exist.
and a random breath test.
Does not exist. Does not exist, mate.
One long blow.
Are you a Commonwealth officer?
I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to get something.
Are you a Commonwealth officer? You said it doesn't exist. It does exist. It's not Bigfoot. There's footage of it in your car, on your camera. So it obviously exists. I mean, if I said that there was video evidence of Kate Beckinsale and I hooking up at my local disco, I should have the footage to back that up. Now, do I have the footage to back that up? Well, that's between me and Kate.
Harassment. Same police officer who came to my home for no lawful reason and put in a suspension on my firearms for no lawful reason. Now I'm going to court with this guy in 6 weeks. The same police officer, he was driving the other way, he saw me pull out of the road and he stopped me for no reason.
And see, this is why your mum said that you can't have nice things, because you can't be trusted. Because that's the only reason that the police would come and take away your firearms, you dumb fuck, right? They're not the internet provider. They don't come over to your house and shut off your internet because you forgot to pay the bill. It's not in the police's budget to do that, okay? Honestly, what you lack in intelligence, you make up with stupidity, don't you? Right? You really do. 2 years ago, mate, you were reading books every day, you were saving money, and everybody you knew wanted to fuck you. And you still complained about being in prison.
Okay, you ready?
I'm not contracting with you, Paul Goody. You're harassing me, mate, and I'm going to sue you for this.
That's okay.
This is the second time.
Will you listen to me for 1 minute?
This is the
and then you
second
can
time,
leave?
mate.
Will you listen to me and then you can leave?
This is the second time.
This is taped, so
For
you've got the
no
opportunity
reason.
to do this.
Yeah, I'm recording it too, mate.
That's okay. State your full name and address, please.
Do you know there's a Supreme Court ruling, mate, that says you've got no right to ask me for my name and address, nor to stop me for no unlawful reason.
Okay.
You couldn't be any more wrong if you tried. I mean, God wasted a really good arsehole when he put teeth in your mouth. Why is it that they always want to sue the coppers, by the way? That's the other bit. Oh, I'm going to sue you and da-da-da-da-da. Look, all because you used to, you know, when someone sticks something like that through your window that you normally pay $50 and give it a good suckle, right? And he didn't do that. You didn't have to pay for it and it didn't look like the penises that you used to. Doesn't mean you need to get upset, sweetheart.
You've got no reason to do it. You've got no lawful excuse. This is harassment. I'm not contracting with you. I want to go on my way. I'm travelling. I'm not doing commerce. I've got nothing to do with your company.
Okay, Lucas.
Leave me alone, mate. This is harassment.
What is your age and date of birth?
This is harassment.
Okay. I've observed you driving a motor vehicle. I now require you to undergo a preliminary breath test.
You're trespassing
on
right
a
now, mate.
prescribed
You are
device to my
trespassing.
satisfaction.
Here is a no trespassing sign for this private property. You have got your arm in the window. You're trying to stick something in my face. You're trespassing.
Trespass sign. You're trespassing in my car. You were in all the special classes as a kid, weren't you? You're on the spectrum, I guarantee it. Trespass. Dickhead.
I'd like to go on my way, please. Like I said to you in that letter, mate, $666 per hour that you harass me and that it takes me to fill out the paperwork and write the paperwork. I'm going to see you in court.
Lucas, are you going to provide
you
a
are,
sample of
you
the
are
job?
now contracting with me. It's
Okay.
$666 an hour, so you're aware.
You've been required to undergo a preliminary breath test on a prescribed device. You have refused to undergo the test as required. If you refuse to undergo the test, you may be charged with this offence, and if found guilty, you may be fined or imprisoned for 18 months, and you will lose your licence for a minimum of 2 years.
Where do they get these prices from? Oh, it's $666. That's what you need to pay me. Like, did you guys, like, does YouTube run a a price yielding course when they teach people about sovereign citizens and stuff? Okay, so first off, you got to be a complete and utter fuckwit, and also don't forget to price yield. This is very important, guys. If you want to engage in commerce with the police, you got to make sure you set your prices and and adjust to inflation. Fucking idiots.
I've
Can you get off my car,
driving a
mate?
motor vehicle. I now require
I'm not
you
driving a
to
motor vehicle,
undergo
mate.
a preliminary breath
I'm not
test
driving a motor
on a
vehicle. I'm
prescribed
travelling
device.
on a public road in my private property.
This is not a public road. This is a highway.
It's a public road. Who owns it, mate? Not you. The public, the shareholders of the Commonwealth, right? The shareholders pay for the roads,
Lucas,
mate. We own it.
Lucas, are you prepared to
Mr.
sample the
Goody,
breath?
you are harassing me, and I've had enough of it, mate.
Oh,
You've
okay
already
then.
arbitrarily made me lose my property. You've diseased me for no lawful reason, without lawful excuse. Then you've saw me pull out of that road, and you've turned around for no lawful excuse. You've stopped me without lawful excuse. You're trying to coerce me into giving you my name and address without lawful excuse, and you're trying to force something into my body, and that's rape. Okay, do you understand that?
What the fuck? fuck, you stupid wombat wanker. Honestly, go and ask an actual rape victim if an RBT's the same, you dirty. Yeah, well, you know the word I was going to use. Honestly, mate, you're like Rapunzel, but instead of letting down your hair, you let down your folks.
Are you going to provide a sample of breath?
Am I free to go? Am I under arrest?
You're not under arrest.
Am
You're
I under
free to
arrest?
go.
Okay,
I'm
thank
letting
you.
you know. I'm letting you know.
Can you please get off my car? I'm free to go. Get off my
Receiving a
car.
summons in the mail.
Get off my car.
For refusing to conduct a preliminary breath test.
Get off my car.
Do you understand that?
Get off my car.
Okay. Bye.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Yes, he was allowed to leave from the scene, right? The police got the information they needed. They know that they're going to be catching up with this knucklehead very, very soon. In fact, just a few moments after this video was uploaded, this happened.
Just recording, got Paul Goody and
So,
Brendan Bang. How are you, Brendan?
okay, Lucas, as I mentioned just earlier, I'm here in relation to just giving you the summons for the matter listed at court at Ballarat on the 25th of November. There's a copy of the brief of evidence there attached. The part of the process is I'm serving a Section 51 notice on you for this applicable offence, so you have to hand over your driver's licence, and your licence is immediately suspended until it goes to court on that date, and the magistrate will make a decision then. So that's your copy.
So this koala kicking cockbrain has been summoned to appear in court. He's had his license suspended instantly. Like there was no mucking around. Bam, done. No license from here on out until you go to court, right? This is what happens when you play fuck around and find out. Even the police will come to your house to play the game with you. How good's that? What a service.
So you can read that and use it for your solicitor, etc. But everything's on there. And you're going to take it and we're going to put it on the ground.
I was looking at the name there. It's in all capital letters.
So that's your surname. That's a police thing.
It's a
Am
that's
I
a
putting-
glossa, American Sign Language.
Am I putting this on the ground or are you going to take it off there?
American Sign Language. That's not my name. That's American Sign Language because it's in the big words. Yes, capital letters can be used in court documents. But no, it's an American Sign Language. Well, you know what that means? Cue the music.
I don't know. I don't really understand it.
Why take it and read it?
Why
Why are you
stick it
being
in
so
my face,
difficult?
mate?
Sorry?
You don't need to stick it in my face.
I'm going to put it over on the step for you. So as I said, there's a Section 51 notice attached. You're required by law to now hand over your driver's licence, please. Can you get that for me?
I don't know where it is, mate.
Now, fuck, here we go. Oh, I don't know where my license is. Oh, I remember seeing it once, and now I haven't got it because I don't know, because I'm not very smart. 100%, I think I might have, when I was down at the local bowling green and I went to enter the meat raffle and I forgot how to spell my name, so I pulled my license out to write my name and then I washed my license officer. You fucking dropkick.
Well, where will it be?
I don't know.
When was the last time you had it?
I've lost it, mate. I don't know.
Okay, did you report it stolen? Or
No,
lost?
no.
Okay. When did you lose it?
Yesterday.
Okay. So what I need to do is, the notice is still valid, so you have to, when you find it, hand it in to Vic Rhodes or myself.
Right.
Do you understand
So what's... No, not really. I don't understand you. But why are you taking my licence? Or trying to take my licence?
that? Your licence is suspended
For what
because
reason?
you've been served with a charge and summons for failing to provide a preliminary breath test on the roadside a few weeks ago.
So you're taking away a substantive right based on an accusation before it's gone to court, is that right?
If that's the way you want to say it, I'm not going to stand here and argue the point with you. I'll ask you one last time to provide your driver's
Well, I
licence
don't know
now.
where it is, mate.
Okay. Well, the onus is on you, is to find it. If you don't find it, if it's lost, report it lost or stolen. Do you understand that?
I comprehend that.
Okay. So that's all I need to do today. So I've left that
Why
for
did you
you there.
bring two cop cars out to do it?
Because you're a known fucktard that had firearms, you human embodiment of anal beads. Right, it's good to see that you don't allow education to get in your way of being a fucktard. Anyway, that's why there's a couple of them there, mate. Because if you had firearms, chances are you're a kind of dickhead that would have a spare one that is unregistered somewhere around his house, and the coppers didn't want to get killed today.
Because we're from separate locations.
Yeah, but why did you have to bring two people and two cops? Because you're from separate locations. What's that got to do with you bringing a summons here? Do you know a summons is brought in the name of the private individual? Do you know that? Do you know that? Section 9 of the Victoria Police Act says that you don't have any right to civil action. Now you're bringing a summary offence in the name of the private citizen. I can show you the law dictionary if you'd like to see it.
Okay, you can contest that in court.
Would you like to see it?
No, I don't. The 25th of November at Ballarat.
So you're ignoring the fact that you're participating in civil activities right now?
I'm not having this conversation. Goodbye.
Okay.
Mate, no one wants to come into your house and look at your bloody YouTube documents and all that sort of stuff that you got, right? Honestly, I remember people didn't want to go in your house because back in the day, you used to have all these trophies on your wall. And you go, oh, that was when I was a dart champion. Oh, that was when I was good at lacrosse. Oh, that was when I was in the footy team. Mate, we all know that you went down and bought the trophies and just had them engraved with your name on them, right? No one cares about your trophy collection. No one, right? Only you care about that stuff. The only thing people seem to care about is those bruises on your chin and where you got them from. Because we all know it's from swinging balls straight into your chin.
Just be mindful that you cannot drive a motor car as of now. I don't want you to be pulled over and get...
According to who?
Sorry?
According to who?
According to the law.
No, well, which part of the law?
Well, just
Can
understand it.
Oh, see, what I don't understand is the fact that... Sorry, stop. Mr. Gotti, I'm trying to ask you a question.
Oh, you dumb knucklehead. It's the law. That's just how the law works. Honestly, if you had half a brain, you'd be kind of smarter than what you are now, aren't you? Hey? You dick knuckle. Honestly, if you use 4 fingers to hold your dick while you took a piss, 3 of them would get wet. Right? We all know it. We all know it, mate, but no one cares, right? Honestly, you owe trees apology for wasting the oxygen they worked so hard in creating. You knob gobbler. Anywho, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, of course, very, very much for hanging around for this entire video. And big thank you, of course, to everybody that likes and subscribes and shares all these videos and all that sort of stuff. But that's it. Pizza's on me. We've won. Let's head on down to the old pizzeria. Come on down. I'll be there. Well, I'm there now, actually, and they're looking at me kind of odd. Hey, g'day, Giuseppe. Good to see ya. Yeah, no, just finishing up, just using your Wi-Fi for a few more minutes. All right, I'll order something then. All right. Fucking hell. All right, hooroo.